Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Wednesday. Yes, week is flying by. Thank you so much for joining in as we continue this month to celebrate Black History Month. Thank you for joining us wherever you are, and indeed for being here with us. I hope that you're catching us loud and clear. And of course, if you're not here for the live, catch us for the recordings later on at 11 a.m. Pacific time, but you can also catch us at storytimewithmrlamada.com, as well as Storytime with Miss Lamada on Facebook and YouTube. So do join us on all those platforms. And for now, we do have a wonderful story that we're bringing back to Storytime. This one is written by MARION, DANE, BAUER, and illustrations by EKUA Holmes. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. And this one is called The Stuff of Stars, and I love it so much, and I hope that you do too. And of course, if you've not read it before, well, welcome to this beautiful treat that we have for you here on Storytime today. Thank you so much for joining in. The Stuff of Stars, MARION, DANE, BAUER, and EKUA Holmes. Thank you so much for joining in. Please, as always, let us know who is joining in with you. Let us know where you're joining in from, and indeed, so we can say hi to you. Thank you for being here. And like I said too, we have special guests that will be coming on Friday, so look out for that. We do have Dr. Latoya Kanso, Dr. Caroline Choi, and of course Dr. Chelsea Johnson joining us to talk about their new book, Love Without Bounds. And if you remember, this is the trio that did bring us Intersection Allies, We Make Room for All. A beautiful book, a powerful book. And now we get to see this brand new book, Love Without Bounds. So do join us for that one, of course. And of course, to remember that Jack the Library Cat, originally scheduled to come out on March 1st, will now come out on May 11th. So just keeping you on the loop for that one as well. A bit of an update, supply chain issues, but Jack the Library Cat will definitely be coming out soon. Thank you so much for joining in. So look out for that one. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime today. I am excited for this wonderful book that we have here to read together. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning to you. How are you doing, Tara, McNamara, and of course, Erin and Clara out there in mild Massachusetts. Thank you so much for joining in today. And you say, happy Wednesday. Well, happy Wednesday to you too, my loves. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you that you are here with us, Erin and Clara. And of course, Tara, thank you so much for joining us on Storytime out there in Massachusetts. Thank you for being here. Amanda West, and of course, Sarah and Nathan out in bright and sunny Illinois. Oh, love that image. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, indeed, Illinois today, bright and sunny. Thank you for being here with us, Sarah and Nathan, and of course, Amanda. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. We do have a wonderful book to read together, and I hope that you enjoy every bit of it. Thank you for being here. The Stuff of Stars. Yes, you all are. This one written by MARION, DANE, BAUER, and illustrations by EKUA Holmes. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Candlewick Press. Thank you so much to them for allowing us to share such amazing books here on Storytime. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy, go, 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 grab what you need to make this Storytime event better. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a little bit after this short break. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Appreciations all around.
Hi, I'm Chad's older brother, Braylon, and I'm homeschooled in Natchitoches, Louisiana. And you're tuning in with Storytime with Mr. Lamata. Story time with Mr. Lamata.
Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, putting in all kinds of different things. But since I put that up, might as well know that Storytime Friends is another project that we've been working on with amazing authors, Angela Darton, Alex Giardino, Mira Sriram, and Michael Gerhardt. And this has been a project where we've been reading stories at the children's hospitals. So look out on the Storytime platforms and see what it's all about. And yeah, get to support us. And supporting all our little ones that are in hospitals right now and just bringing them a little bit of joy, a little bit of something something else to do. So yeah, a fantastic project. Thank you to you, Angela and Alex, for the amazing work that you've put into Storytime Friends. But for today, our story is The Stuff of Stars. And this one is coming to you from MARION DANE BAUER and illustrations by EKUA HOLMES. Like I say, every morning something happens unexpected. Just like right before coming on today, I look at myself and my shirt was inside out. But not only that, it was also back to front. So yeah, no, there's a lot going on. But we're back. We're good. We're okay now. All right, get ready for this one. I'll be right back after this short break so we can get started for real this time. Thank you.
Have you ever wondered what makes you special? Maybe it's the color of your eyes. Maybe it's something that you can do, like sing. Well, with my brand new book, I See Me, you'll find out exactly what makes you awesomely special. Make sure you keep in touch with me on my social media handles and at Just in Time for Storytime. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Welcome back. All right, here we go. Our story for today, The Stuff of Stars. Written by MARION DANE BAUER, illustrations by EKUA HOLMES. And this one we're reading with permission of the publishers, Candlewick Press. A beautiful book, powerful book, and I hope that you enjoy it. In the dark, in the deep, deep dark, a speck floated, invisible as thought, weighty as God. There was yet no time, there was yet no space, no up, no down, no edge, no center. In the dark, in the deep, deep dark, a speck floated, invisible as thought, weighty as God. There was yet no time, there was yet no space, no up, no down, no edge, no center. No earth with soaring hawks, scattling beetles, trees reaching for the sky. There was no sky, no you, no me, only the speck, waiting, waiting. No you, no me, only the speck, waiting, waiting. And then the beginning of all beginnings went bang. Yes, only the little speck waiting. And then the beginning of all beginnings went bang. And in the trillionth of a second, our universe was born. A cloud of gas unfolded, unfurled, zigged, zagged, stretched, collided, expanded, and expanded some more. Bits bumped, gathered, and fused. Oh, yes. And in a trillionth of a second, our universe was born. A cloud of gas unfolded, unfurled, zigged, zagged, stretched, collided, expanded, and expanded some more. Bits bumped, gathered, and fused. And throughout the cosmos, stars caught fire. Trillions of stars, but still no planets to attend those stars. And if no planets, then no oceans, no mountains, no hippopotami, no violets blooming in a shady wood, no crickets singing to the night, no day, no night. Can you imagine that? And throughout the cosmos, stars caught fire, trillions of stars, but still no planets to attend to those stars. And if no planets, well, then no oceans, no mountains, no hippopotami, no violets blooming in a shady wood, no crickets singing to the night, no day, no night. The stars burned and burned. They burned so long and so hot that some of them exploded, flinging stardust everywhere. Can you imagine that much heat? Yes. The stars burned and burned. They burned so long and so hot that some of them exploded, flinging stardust everywhere. Look at that. And the ash of those dying stars gathered into planets, and the planets circled other stars. But still, no bluebirds, no butterflies, still no snails, no giraffes, still no you, no me. Yes. And the ash of those dying stars gathered into planets, and the planets circled other stars. But still, no bluebirds, no butterflies, still no snails, no giraffes, still no you, no me. The planets closest to their stars stayed very hot. The stars of the ones far away grew very cold. The planets closest to their star stayed very hot. The ones far away grew very cold. But one lucky planet, a fragile blue ball we call Earth, was neither too far nor too near. It circled its yellow star, the one we call the sun, from just the right distance and with just the right tilt to be sometimes warm and sometimes cool. But one lucky planet, a fragile blue ball that we call Earth, was neither too far nor too near. It circled its yellow star, the one we call the sun, from just the right distance and with just the right tilt to be sometimes warm and sometimes cool. One lucky planet, blue ball we call Earth. Perfect for turning that starry stuff into mitochondria, jellyfish, spiders into ferns, and sharks into daisies, and galloping horses. Again and again, stardust gave birth to stardust. Yes, yes, yes. One lucky planet. One lucky planet, a fragile blue ball we call Earth, was neither too far nor too near. It circled its yellow star, the one we call the sun, from just the right distance and with just the right tilt to be sometimes warm and sometimes cool. Perfect for turning that starry stuff into mitochondria, jellyfish, spiders, into ferns and sharks, into daisies and galloping horses. Again and again, stardust gave birth to stardust. Dinosaurs lived and died, making room for humans. Our great, great, great grandparents and all before them lived and died, making room for more and more children. Yes, dinosaurs lived and died, making room for humans. Our great, great, great grandparents and all before them lived and died, making room for more and more children. Then one day, in the dark, in the dark, in the deep, deep dark, another speck floated, invisible as dreams, special as love. Yes. Then one day, in the dark, in the dark, in the deep, deep dark, another speck floated, invisible as dreams, special as love. Waiting, waiting, dividing, changing, growing, until at last you burst into the world. Oh, yes. One little speck, waiting, waiting, dividing, changing, growing, until at last you burst into the world. You took a big breath of the same air once breathed in by woolly mammoths. You cried tears that were once salty seas, your hair once the carbon in a leaf. Isn't that crazy to think about? You took a breath of the same air once breathed by woolly mammoths. You cried tears that were once salty seas, your hair once the carbon in a leaf. You and the velvet moss, the caterpillars, the lions, you and the singing whales, the larks, the frogs. Yeah, you the velvet moss, the caterpillars, the lions, you and the singing whales, the larks, the frogs, all in harmony. You and me loving you, all of us, the stuff of stars. Yes, indeed. You and me loving you, all of us, the stuff of stars. Ah. And that is the end of our story today. Thank you so much for joining me, friends. I'll see you on the other side of this short break. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime.
Hello, I'm Olalu Ogunyemi, officer in the United States Marine Corps and author of Crow from the Shadow. You are tuned in with my brother on Storytime with Mr. Lamada. Enjoy and God bless.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you, Olaolu Ogunyemi. Yes, if you've not seen Olaolu, Billy Dipper's Time to Shine is definitely one to check out. And of course, Crow from the Shadow and Horace the Horsefly. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. We continue to celebrate Black History Month, and thank you for joining us. And of course, The Stuff of Stars was the book that we were reading here today. And of course, well, I hope that if there's one thing that you take away from today is that you're special and you're meant to be here with all that's happened, all the dividing, all the waiting, everything that has happened. You are here. You burst forth in this earth for a reason. So I hope that you carry that with you today. You are special. You are wanted. You are loved. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. And talking about, the stuff of stars, talking about the stars. Well, tomorrow we are back and we'll be looking up for those stars. We'll be looking up to the sky tomorrow. And this one is coming to us from Angela Darton and Margarita Sikoskaya. And this one is called If You Look Up to the Sky, one of my favorites. I hope that you can join me for this one tomorrow. And of course, coming from our good friend here at Storytime, Angela Darton. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed that wonderful story that we had for you today. It is indeed The Stuff of Stars by MARION, DANE, BAUER, and EKUA Holmes. A beautiful book indeed. I hope you find it at your local library and get to enjoy it some more. And of course, once you get it, come back and read along with us here on Storytime and get to enjoy it at storytimewithmrlamada.com, at Storytime with Mr. Lamada on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much for joining in. Eva Beleche, good to see you. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that you are having a wonderful school year and hopefully see you soon. Thank you so much for joining in. Have yourself a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. And yes, minimum day for you. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Good morning to you, Tara McNamara, one more time. Happy Wednesday, you say. And of course, good morning. Thank you, Erin and Clara. We appreciate you out there in Massachusetts, where it is mild today. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Amanda West, Sarah, and Nathan, thank you for joining in out there in bright and sunny Illinois. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day indeed. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful book that we had for you, The Stuff of Stars, written by MARION, DANE, BAUER, and illustrations by EKUA Holmes. And please don't forget to join us tomorrow for If You Look Up to the Sky. This one is written by Angela Darton and illustrations by Margarita Sikoskaya. So looking forward to that one tomorrow. And of course, as I've mentioned, we do have our special guests coming to Storytime on Friday. And we will have the amazing trio, Latoya Kanso, Chelsea Johnson, and of course Caroline Choi here joining us to talk about their new book, Love Without Bounds. So do join us for that one. Lots to look forward to this week. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime on this beautiful Wednesday morning. This is Storytime for this week. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that you join us again tomorrow, whether live or indeed for the recordings, but we hope to see you here. Please do drop us a message. Let us know you are here so we can also say hi to you. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from me. Hugs, 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 and I hope to see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing